Yeah, the more cards came out. After I go through these, I'm gonna switch to Oracle for a little bit. I feel like we'll end up coming back to Tarot though. But these cards feel profound. All these cards feel profound. But first that fell out was the Tower, and this just feels like the first thing I heard in my head was protect your home. Um, and that doesn't feel like a literal home. It feels like the home you've created in yourself. Um, yeah, not allowing anybody to come shake up your foundation. You know what you know. You spent all this time cultivating your knowledge, um, learning new things, unlearning old things, and just you spent a lot of time becoming exactly who you are. And it's like protect that home that you've built and don't allow somebody to come just spew BS and now you're doubting everything you know or tell you like, oh, that stuff's not real when you've spent all this time learning about it and you've been getting your own proof and it's very, very much real to you. So it's like just protect your home and don't allow anybody to come in and, make this your home. Now you're shaky within yourself or now you don't trust the things that you spent a lot of time cultivating. You didn't just happen across all these knowings. You didn't just stumble into all these truths. You did the due diligence. You learned. You were probably even doubtful, super doubtful at one point. You weren't sure, but you were open just a little bit. And you continue to get proof and you continue to go down the rabbit hole and learn a little bit more. And you did all the things to be able to trust yourself and to trust the home within yourself that you've cultivated. So it's like don't let anybody who hasn't done nearly enough to come in to make you start to doubt that or make you feel shaky in that. And that just is what the call feels like with this Tower card. It's like, yeah, stand strong, stand sturdy, and understand that they can only create this chaos in your home if you allow them to. The final say is yours. You give them consent to do this. Just as easily you could be like, nah, you don't know what you're talking about, and keep it moving, and your home stays intact. Like you don't have to experience any of this. But it's when you're like, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, or maybe they're right, or when you start to entertain it, and then it starts to leak in and starts to fester and become cancerous. Like, don't allow that to happen. Protect your home. It really is that deep. I'm gonna continue to tell y'all it's all that deep. Not even for a second. Don't even entertain it. And then the other card that came out right after was the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And this feels like, yeah, this just feels like you don't need help. Like, this feels like piggybacking off of the Tower cards. Like, you know exactly what's going on. You know exactly who you are. You know exactly what's unfolding for you. You know exactly life and human nature and the the human condition and what's going on out here. Like, all that. You know that stuff. And it's like you don't need help. You're not blind. You're not helpless. You're not lost. You're not any of that stuff that people untrained people with an untrained eye would mistake you as. Because somebody who doesn't know better, it's easy to be like, oh yeah, that person's just floating through life, or oh, that person's just, they don't know what's going on, or oh, they, whatever BS that people say in order to make you feel crazy and make it seem like they know what's going on, which is all just a defense mechanism anyway. Um, yeah, understand that you're none of those things and that you can trust yourself and you can continue to go in the directions that you've been going and trust that they all lead to where you're going. And you don't need any outside validation. You don't need any saviors. You don't need 54 as I say that. You don't need anybody or anything to validate anything. You know what's up. Just keep doing your thing. And that's just what it feels like. It's like, yo, protect your home and protect your peace by canceling out the noise, by being selective as to who can even say stuff to you, who can even infiltrate your mind with their thoughts, because that is very important. And they say, the people you hang around is who you become. And it's like, that's very true because, like, you can only withstand the same type of thoughts over and over again. You can only withstand someone putting so much doubt on you over and over and over again before that one time comes where you consider it. And that's all it takes. That's all it takes is one time for you to let one thought live and like um gestate just a little bit, like a seed of doubt within from the outside to come in your mind, and you just, you know, give it a little bit of attention, a little bit of energy, and then boom, it sprouts, and now it becomes this thing. And it's like, damn, now you got a whole doubt tree growing within you. And it's like that didn't even have to be the case if you didn't even listen to this person, or if you didn't value what they had to say, or if you just trusted yourself enough to like let it fly off your head in one ear out the other. It doesn't have to live within you. It doesn't have to live within your mind, within your subconscious, or any of that stuff, and take root. But when you entertain it just a little bit, it will. So understand that it's that deep. Please understand that you're not lost. Protect your home. And anybody who's putting that in jeopardy, or anybody who's telling you things that are contrary to what you know to be true, and it not really being what's in the best interest for you, which you have the discernment to know what's good criticism, what's actual criticism, what's coming from a place of love and actual knowledge and truth, and what's just, you know, projections. So yeah, protect your home and trust that you've got this, please. And right on the bottom is the world. And it's like you have everything you need. You don't need anything else. You don't need anything from anybody. So it's like, yo, take the people who match and who are in resonance to where you're going and go. Understand that anybody who's in direct um, opposition to what you know to be true, who's directly going against the path in which you know leads to your ultimate fulfillment, they have to go. Like, there's no room for them. Not closely, not in your inner circle. Your inner circle should be pushing you in the direction of everything you know to be there for you. So protect your home and understand that the stakes in this case is the world. Like, that's very, very high stakes. So it's not something that can be played with or taken lightly. And you know that. So it's like, it just feels like a reminder, like, yo, make sure you're taking your journey seriously, and not super seriously towards like you're being rigid and you're not allowing flow, but to the point where you're just remaining intentional, and that it's not anything small, and you shouldn't allow anybody to, yeah, it's just something that's very precious, like a diamond, like precious, like a jewel. Like, you want to, you know, care for it. It's fragile, and not fragile as in, you know, anybody can come just break it, but it's like, yo, this is a very precious thing, and it's like it should be treated as such. You shouldn't just be tossing it to people and be like, oh, here, let me see that, and you just throwing it to them, and they just playing with it, you know, like, nah, it's not that at all. Like, it's like, can I see that? And it's like, oh yeah, you can come look, like, I'll hold it for you, and you can come kind of look at it, and I'll walk you through it, and I'll kind of show you. If you want to see the other side, I'll flip it for you, but you can't touch it. You can't hold it, you can't just go take it for the weekend, none of that. Like, here, like, you can look. And it's like that's you, that's your future, that's the world you're creating, that's your magic. And it's like, treat it as that, and value it as that. Magician, understand it is that deep. 5858, it's all at your disposal. And understand that you are the one constant in all your experiences. Like, you are the center of your universe. Every time you wake up as you. Like, there's not been a day where you woke up as your best friend. There's not a day where you woke up as your mom, or you woke up as your dad. Like, I don't know, at some, hey, y'all might be way more magical than me, and you might have woke up as other people and experienced all type of things like that. But as far as I know to this point, and the average person, and even the beyond average Monday magician, um, yeah, you wake up as you every day. You're the one consistent thing. So it's like, all the elements are at your disposal, and you have a choice, and you have the last say in creating your life always. People can give you all the advice they want to give you, but at the end of the day, the last call is, do you listen or do you not listen? They can tell you everything they want to tell you, but at the end of the day, you choose. It's like, okay, no, and that's it. It's like, it doesn't matter how truthful the advice was, how powerful and profound the advice was. At the end of the day, the last call is yours, and you have the last call to creating your life. And it's like, don't take that lightly, please, and understand that you are the magician, and that all the elements and everything is at your, almost at your disposal, but I don't want to, sounds wasteful. It's all there to be worked with, and it's all there to be utilized by you and to create your experiences with you. So just continue to do your thing and understand that it is that deep and it's always that deep. And I keep shuffling these even though I want to go to Oracle. And every time I look at the bottom, it feels like it's something profound. So I'll trust it. Seven of Cups. Where are we going? The choice is yours. It always has been. And it's like the more you can cancel out the noise and be selective as to who even has your ear, who has the ability to influence your energy, who has the ability to influence your decision making and all that, you'll realize that it all leads back to yourself, and you realize that the choice is yours, and that yeah, you know what's up, and that whatever you want for yourself is what's to be experienced by you, and there's nothing anybody can say to the contrary. So oh yeah, no, these messages are really really dope today. They feel so big and clear. More than anything, they feel very very clear today. Politics. This feels like don't get into over explaining yourself, um, because a lot of people don't necessarily want to understand you. They just want you to hear their point of view. They just want you to see things as they see it, honestly. So it's like you might sit there and be trying to have like an honest discussion, like, oh, I believe this because of this, or I think this because of this, or I did this research and I learned this thing. But for them, it's really like the whole point of the conversation is to shut you down, like to tell you that you're wrong, or to tell you not to believe those things, or that the world doesn't work like that. But it's like you're sitting there trying to have a conversation. They're just on a mission to like, I'm gonna make sure this person understands that they're wrong. And it's like they're not hearing anything you're saying. They're not there to consider anything you're saying. They're just there to let you know what they feel and to let you know that they feel like they're right and you're wrong, and that's it. So don't get your energy all messed up. Don't protect your home. Like it really feels like that tower card again. It's like, yo, protect your house. It's not worth it. Like trying to convince somebody is not worth anything. It's like people can feel how they want to feel. Just continue to lead by example. It's not your job to sit here and convince everybody. It's not your job to go scream it from the mountaintops to tell them, yo, this is how everything works, y'all. Like, oh, you're not living right. Oh, everybody, this would you like. It's not your job to do that. It's your job to live with grace. It's your job to show up and leave that God energy everywhere everywhere you go, and to leave it in every room you find yourself in, to the point where they're like, yo, what's up with her? What's up with him? Like, what do you got going on? Like, what's your secret? And then boom, then you can tell them there is no secret. Like, I'm just me. I just show up authentically. I just know my connection to it all. I understand, and then that's when you can tell them, but understand that's your way in. But if you're sitting there just trying to convince everybody who wants to argue with you, everybody who sees things differently than you, then you can't win, because they're not coming from the same place as you. And you're somebody who wants to hear everybody out. You're someone who can put themselves in other people's shoes. You're someone who has empathy, and you're empathic and all that. So it's like you have more to lose than they do, and they don't care. Like, so you're gonna sit there and be drained. You're gonna sit there and feel frustrated and all that stuff. When it's like at the end of the day, they weren't there to learn. They weren't there to get your teachings. They weren't there for you to shed light on them. Like, they were just there to humble you. They were just there to knock you down a peg. They were there to tell you you're wrong and to fight. It's like you don't have time for politics. Like, you're not here for that. You're here to keep being you and to keep helping those who want to be helped, and to keep actualizing everything you see for yourself. So don't get caught up in trying to save the world from that perspective. Leading by example will forever be the best thing you could ever do, because those who want to be led will see that and come find you every single time. Every single time. So yeah, just keep doing your thing, keep showing up as you everywhere you go, yo. I am. It's like that's it, period. It's like you don't have to convince anybody of anything. Like, you are the proof. You're living proof. And it's just like I am. It's like, why do you believe that? Because, like, look, I'm the proof. I'm the proof of everything I believe, of everything I talk about. I'm the proof of the oneness. I'm the proof of the connection. I'm the proof that miracles happen. I'm the proof that God is within all of us, that God is not just sitting up there and, you know, judging everybody for what they're doing, but the fact that God is very active in all of our lives. And that we are God. It's like, I am, like, that's the proof. I am the proof. And it's like, period. And that's all you ever needed to be. It's like, you don't have to convince anybody of everything. You don't have to show them, you don't have to go learn quantum physics and then be able to teach the science of all these things for you to be able to talk about it, or for you to embody it, or for you to feel like you are all these things, or that you know what's going on. It's like, because you are the proof. You can go research, you can go learn how all these things operate. There's science behind all this stuff. You can go do that knowledge if you feel called to do it, but don't feel like you have to do it to be valid. You know what's up. And it's like, you are the proof of it, and your days and your weeks and your time is filled with proof all the time. And it's like, it's not, you don't owe anybody anything just to feel like you know what you're talking about, or for you to be able to move in these knowings, or for you to create your life with these knowings at the forefront, because you are. And that's all you ever had to do, was exist in true authenticity, and the truths will find you. The truths will play out. You will experience them because they're the truth. Like, you don't have to go finding them. And if you challenge yourself to think back to when you got most of your proof, I'm willing to bet that most of your proof came in moments when you weren't trying to force anything, when you weren't trying to find truths or nothing like that. You were just in the middle of showing up authentically, doing something, or you were in a present moment authentically, and the proof found you. And it's like, yeah, because your authenticity is the vehicle to the proof. You are. And all you have, when you understand that all you have to do is exist, all you have to do is be, all you have to do is be you and show up as you, and everything you align yourself with, um everything you give your time to, or your energy to, you'll understand that proof is will always find you. Kanye. It's like, yo, they're gonna say you're crazy. They might already say you're crazy. They might think you're crazy, or you don't know what you're talking about. But at the end of the day, you have all the proof you need. You're not here to convince anybody, bro. Like, whether you have a whole army behind you or it's just you, the proof is in the pudding, and that time will tell all. You won't have to explain anything in the end. So anybody who wants to challenge you so hard, or act like you don't know what you're talking, yo, let them go follow and be whoever they want to be. Let them go live however they feel they need to live. But in the end, you have something to do. And there's people who understand that you are the truth. There's people who affirm you all the time. There's people who see you very, very clearly. But it's like, it may not be that exact person you want to see you clearly, but that comes surrender. That surrender is hella important. Acceptance is hella important in those situations, because like, you haven't met everybody who's gonna love you. You haven't met everybody who's gonna be important to you. You haven't met everybody who's gonna teach you something. Like, especially depending on how young you are, like, you probably haven't even met half of the people who are going to teach you everything, or half the people who are important to you, or even most. Like, you really have no idea. So it's like, you're sitting here trying to make decisions with such a limited perspective on life, and your own life at that. Like, this is only the beginning part, but it's like, there's so much still written, and you're still reading through those pages. And it's like, if you're trying to make a decision for the rest of your life right here in this early ass chapter, before you get to that next chapter and you met this person, or before you get to that chapter 3 chapters from now where you discover this hobby or this gift, or, you know, all these things that will continue to make your life expand, and the story that it is. It's like, yo, take that pressure off yourself. You're just this one version of yourself versus all the versions of yourself that you've been, all the versions of yourself that are to come. And it's like, yo, you are like, put down a lot of those burdens and come back into this present moment and just be. You are. And understand that you make this present moment a home. You find a home in this present moment. This present moment never ends. Next week is just the present moment when we get there, you know? Like, we continue to live in this present moment, and then we look up and, you know, the date is whatever next week's date is, and it's like, oh, we're here. But it's like, it never left. You never left the present moment, you know? So understand that if you make this present moment real good, and you continue to to prioritize making this moment feel like you, and making a home in this present moment, understand that future present moments will continue to be a home for you. And if you keep doing that, your future, you'll look up and you'll be in a present moment where it's like, wow, this feels like home. 10 years from now, you look up and be like, wow, this feels like home, this feels like me. And it's like, because in every present moment, you just were. You were. You understood that I am, and you continue to live in that authenticity, and you continue to build your life with it. And the future has no choice but to match the present moment. So just be mindful of who you are in the present and your vibration, and value it as such. And I promise you, keep people around you who put you in those vibrations that match the future you're creating, not people who pull you out of it, or you have to kind of like overcome in order to stay in these high vibratory states, or overcome their energy to even exist up here where you are so naturally. So it's like, yo, if they're not in alignment to that, you have to love them differently. You got to move them around, but you are. And that 01 11 11 on the timer, it's like that's all you're here to do. You don't have to explain that to anybody. And who cares who thinks you're crazy? Because at the end, when we all look back, they're gonna be asking you exactly how you did it. The same people who called you crazy are gonna be asking you how you did it, and they're gonna be the ones reading your book trying to make it work for themselves because they remember that you used to always say that, and then they realize that you knew what you were talking about. It's like, don't allow the same person who's gonna be asking you how you did it to be what stops you, because you know way better than that. And all that being said, on the bottom, I love you. And I'm telling you, everybody's here right now. Ancestors, spirit guides, God, like I'm telling you, like it's all here. And it's like this feels like, I don't want to say a final meeting because there's always more to go, but this feels like that final debrief. It's like, yo, like this is everything you need to know, but like please keep remembering. Like I know it feels like a reminder, it feels like you're being reprimanded, it feels like you're if you're listening um with incorrect ears, it feels like you're in trouble, you're messing up, you're going in the wrong way, but it's not. It's like just reminders, and remember that it's all from love. It's like, because you deserve everything. You deserve ease. You deserve to experience all the things you've experienced all the things that you see for yourself. And it's like, this is just everybody conspiring to make sure you get it, and that you get it in a way that's sustainable, and in a way that really feels good to you, and that, yeah, feels in alignment, and that also feels empowering. That doesn't just, you get all these things and now you feel like you become a slave to them because now you're trying to keep them, or now you feel like, oh my god, if I don't keep going, like if I don't keep making these things happen, I'm gonna lose it all. It's like that's not the case. It's like right now it's just kind of allowing you to take your power back, put the power back in yourself, and realize that everything's okay, and that all you have to do is be how you naturally feel like being, what feels right to you, and that's the right thing to do. And yeah, it's just another, just a reminder, like I love you, like don't forget that, like don't forget that that's where all this is coming from. Love. Like it's not coming from you fucking up, it's coming from I love you, remember these things, so your life can match what you deserve, so you can feel the love, so you can understand how loved you are. And that's all that they're all trying to do, is just let you know, like, yo, we're here, we support you, and that, and most importantly, you support yourself, and that you're capable, you're so capable of it all, doing it all, whether you got any more guidance or not. It's like you have it all, and it's like you are everything. I am, period. Whew. Yeah, dude, this is dope. This is really dope. Oh, 01 14 14.